All right, what an exciting launch week we've had. I have to tell everyone how grateful I've been for the support, how grateful I've been for the feedback and all the conversations. And really just a shout out to all of our authors, our publishers, our reviewers. You guys have been amazing. I'm looking right now on our Amazon where we're seeing 35 ratings already. So I just wanted to share a thank you. And I have to say, as one of the authors here, one of the collaborating authors, this has been one of my favorite books to participate in. And so it's particularly meaningful to share not only this tool. Hi, Todd. Thank you for the thumbs up. Not only to share some of the tools in this anthology, but also to just share the joy and the excitement together. So I wanted to pop in today and just talk a little bit about one of the tools I share in my chapter. And aside from that, you'll learn a lot of things. As the reviewers know, there's quite a lot of wonderful information. Hi, Kira. Nice to see you here. Thanks for being here, both of you. And I think we have a couple of other people live. So say hi and share what you've loved so far. Thank you for the hearts as well. So we go through a lot of different transformative, powerful stories and inspirational pieces here. So I know Crystal shares the art of brain dumping. We also have a lot of information on just working with loss, right? How to kind of uncover quite a lot of depth, quite a lot of growth, and also just the power that nature all around us all the time has for us to heal and deepen so that we can really sit in our authentic true selves and deepen from that space. Now my chapter focuses on mindfulness and bringing in some practices, and really today I want to go through one specific one for us. Mindfulness as sort of a way of retraining ourselves to relate to whatever is actually happening in our lives so that we go beyond all the noise, all the chatter that's internal for us. And sometimes it's both outward, all the noise, all the chatter going on, as well as internally. So mindfulness can silence the noise so that we can get to self-discovery and then sit in that place of deepened purpose, gratitude, the abundance of our life in all the different ways. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple moments. I'm just going to scroll and see if there are other comments. Awesome. And what I'd love to do is just share an excerpt. I'd like to read a little bit from the chapter. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it's chapter 12 in the book. April was very kind and shared that she really enjoyed the chapter. So thank you, April, for that. I'd love to hear what you all have loved about the book so far, and just what stood out to you and what's felt really powerful for you. But let's read together. Okay. So, mindfulness is a way of retraining ourselves to relate directly to whatever is happening in our lives. Hi, Rena. It helps you reconnect to the present moment rather than the pain of the past or anxiety about the future. Mindfulness is a way of paying attention to and seeing clearly whatever is happening in our lives. It is not necessarily a method of getting rid of life's pressures, but it can help us respond to them in a calmer manner that benefits our heart, head, and body. You may find that engaging in a formal daily mindfulness practice has real benefits in reducing the stress and anxiety you feel throughout the day. There is significant research showing that this is often the case. However, there are particularly effective ways you can engage in mindfulness to positively shape your day to an even greater degree than formal sitting practice. One skill that I often teach members of my Mindfulness Matters group is the mindfulness practice of stop. Stop is primarily used to introduce mindful experiences throughout your day when you need it the most. Even after a good mindfulness meditation in the morning, it's easy to quickly get caught up in all the stresses and activities of daily life. By applying mindfulness to these experiences during your day, your mind will be on autopilot less, and you'll be able to check in with how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and what behavior you're engaging in. STOP is an acronym that stands for S, stop. Whatever you're doing, just pause momentarily. T, take a breath. Oh, thank you, Facebook, for that. Reconnect with your breath. The breath is an anchor to the present moment. O, observe. Notice what's happening. What is happening inside you and outside of you? Where has your mind gone? What do you feel? What are you doing? And P, proceed. Continue doing what you were doing, or don't. Use the information gained during this check-in to change course. Whatever you do, do it mindfully. By occasionally reminding yourself to stop during your day, you can increase your awareness of what is going on around you and inside you. You may stop and notice that you're engaging in a lot of negative self-judgments. Using stop may help you recognize when your body is becoming tense and allow you to correct it before you're in pain. You may find that you're hungry or that a break might be helpful. The more you stop during the day, the more you re-engage with reality and disengage from the habitual busyness of your mind. And I will pause there. All right, so let's check in with the comments. Rena, thank you so much. Kira, thank you also. I absolutely love mindfulness, and that's why I knew I wanted to share this really powerful tool in this anthology, especially, just kind of thinking about how transformative, how inspiring the themes are for us. So thank you guys. If you have a few minutes and you're in a position to sort of kind of pause what you're doing, let's actually go through that exercise together. Share in the comments what your thoughts are, how this felt for you, just kind of listening through it. And I do talk a little bit more in the chapter about why mindfulness is as powerful as it is. I really do think it can be one of the biggest gifts we give ourselves. Just an incredible tool for most facets of our lives. But if you have a moment, let's actually kind of stop together. Okay. So we'll just take a moment, and I don't see any other comments yet, so we'll just kind of go through. I agree, Kira. Kira shares, I need to stop every day. Absolutely. I highly recommend for all of us to stop at least a couple of times throughout the day. But sometimes that could actually feel overwhelming, right? When we start a new habit or a new skill, we often tell ourselves, I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to do this 10 times a day. And then we end up having a hard time when we miss one time and we forget that we've done it all these other times. So we can get kind of mean to ourselves and unkind and then miss the progress that we're making. So I love that comment of I need to stop every day. I think all of us could benefit from stopping a few times a day. But why don't we start with maybe I stop 2 days a week? Maybe I stop one day on Monday and one day on Thursday. And then as we get into that habit, we feel a need for it and we start wanting to do it. And then it's a bonus and we're building a good habit. And then it feels like it's part of our repertoire that we can reach for. So I love that. And if you guys can relate to that sense of like, I just need to stop every day, let me know, and share in the comments, or send a heart as well. All right, so let's kind of pause for a moment and just stop together. And this can count as one of the two practices, if you want to bring that in for yourselves. So we're going to just stop whatever we're doing and just pause momentarily. That's our S. Now our T, we're going to take a breath. And you don't have to manipulate your breath. You don't have to do anything. Just take a breath and reconnect with your breath. Our breath is always with us, so it's an anchor for the present moment. Now that we've stopped, we've taken a breath, and let's take notice. Let's observe our O. Let's notice what's happening for us. What's going on inside of us? What's happening around us? Where did our mind go to? We're not judging, we're not criticizing, we're not deciding if it's good or bad. We're just observing, right? So what are we feeling? What are we doing? Now, with that information, we proceed, our P. Taking that info in, we can decide if we want to continue what we're doing, or maybe I don't. Like, this doesn't feel good. This isn't where I want to be. So maybe we don't, right? We use this information that we gain during the check-in, during this stop, to make a decision, right? We're being mindful about what we do next, how we proceed. Okay, so let me know what that check-in was like for you. I hope it felt good. It gave you an opportunity to just kind of build and stop. And really, it took us, what, a minute to do that? We can always bring that in when we need. All right. So thank you guys again for joining me to just kind of talk a little bit together, about how to stop running on autopilot, and how that's a big part of the Finding Your Path anthology here, along with some other beautiful tools. It's been so exciting for me to just kind of be a part of this week, a part of this whole creation. Super thank you to Kira and Todd for all of your efforts, and everyone that's been sharing your reviews. It has touched my heart. Like I mentioned, this is something that, was really dear to my heart. Kira, phew, I needed that. I did too. And so I'm so glad you gave yourself the opportunity, the permission, and the pause point to just stop for today. And beautiful job. All right. So thank you to everyone, and congratulations again. I will see you all back in the group.